Some of Fortnite's biggest creators and Fortnite pros have gone missing. They have completely stopped uploading, they have stopped tweeting, and don't really stream or post any content on any social media anymore. So what actually happened to these creators? So in this video, guys, we're going to be looking at 15 Fortnite pros who went missing. Let's start off with one of Fortnite's most OG players, and this is Scissors. Scissors was a member of FaZe clan, and he was basically responsible for creating death runs in Fortnite. He made his own death runs before anyone else did, and they completely changed the game in Fortnite forever. This brought a whole new game mode to creative. We'd never really seen anyone doing this before, and the popularity from death runs just blew his channel up like we had never seen before. This all happened over 3 years ago, so Scissors has really changed up his content and hasn't posted Fortnite in a really long time. He made a video on his YouTube channel about 2 years ago talking about leaving the FaZe house and talking about his life update. Since then, his content has really shifted to Rocket League and Minecraft videos. It doesn't seem like Scissors is ever going to return to Fortnite, but obviously we just never know what's going to happen in the future. With Creative 2.0 finally being released, I thought this might be a chance to see some brand new ideas for death runs, and obviously we need Scissors back in the community to create some of these amazing death runs. Some other Chapter 1 creators that we just have to mention that have completely disappeared are Hamlins and Daequan. These are some of the most popular creators back during Chapter 1. They were responsible for some of the best Chapter 1 moments that we had ever seen, but just as quickly as they rose to fame, they also disappeared from the community forever. They used to stream all the time, and whenever you tuned into either Daequan or Hamlin streams, there were always going to be some funny moments, and you would see these all over the internet, whether it was YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, or Twitch. They seemingly had some arguments within the group though, and stopped uploading for a while, with no one hearing from any of the members of this group. A few years later though, we started seeing billboards popping up, hinting at a possible return for both Hamlins and Daequan, and this introduced the release of the Thuman House. This was basically Hamlins and Daequan returning to Fortnite and signing with NRG, one of the biggest organizations in the Fortnite scene. Everyone was so hyped for them to finally be returning during Chapter 3, but this honestly didn't last long, with more issues arising within the house, and no content has been published for a really long time. We haven't heard from either Hamlins or Daequan in a really long time as well, so a possible Fortnite return in the future just seems unlikely. Another Chapter 1 creator that doesn't look like they are ever going to return to Fortnite is Fearless. Fearless is one of the most subscribed Fortnite YouTubers in the world, with over 9 million subscribers. He rose to fame during Chapter 1, and it was some of the best content that has ever occurred in the Fortnite scene. Every single one of his videos seemed to gain over 10 million views almost instantly, which is so insane to think about, and quite early on you could see some of the inconsistent uploads starting to begin. He took breaks from videos, only uploading once or twice every few months, and then as time grew on, this turned into 1 or 2 uploads every single year. His last video was a Minecraft compilation that came out over 2 years ago, so I feel like Fearless might have just given away content forever. Fearless never really competed in the Fortnite scene too much though, but there were a bunch of creators that have basically quit Fortnite competitive forever, and the rest of Fortnite as well. One of them would have to be Symphony, and he has been out of the Fortnite scene for a really long time. Back when Fortnite was really popular during Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, Symphony was definitely one of the best players in the world. He had some of the best building mechanics, some of the quickest editing, and was one of the best keyboard and mouse aimers we have ever seen. Obviously, playing and streaming Fortnite every single day though really took it out of Symphony, and it just became too repetitive until he made the switch to Call of Duty full time. Symphony does still stream a lot. You can pretty much catch him streaming every single day, and this is mostly Call of Duty Warzone or the ranked game modes in Call of Duty. He's always going to be known as one of the best keyboard and mouse players, I feel like, in whatever game he plays, so regardless of if he ever does come back to Fortnite or not, his legacy is definitely going to live on forever. The same can also be said for Collazo. He was one of the best controller players when Fortnite first came out. He competed in so many tournaments during Chapter 1, Chapter 2, and Chapter 3, but during Chapter 3, you really started to notice Collazo really switching up his content and starting to try out some other games. He moved from Fortnite to Apex Legends. He also tried out Valorant quite a lot and played a lot of Call of Duty as well. And even though he does still play some competitive Fortnite, it's definitely not like he used to, and I think he just seems to enjoy a lot of the other games a lot more. This isn't the only creator that followed in Symphony's footsteps though. We also have Aiden, who was another extremely sweaty controller player, one of the best controller players we are ever going to see in Fortnite, and he followed in Symphony and Collazo's footsteps and quit Fortnite a really long time ago. He has sort of disappeared from the Fortnite scene, obviously not competing in any tournaments, hardly playing the game anymore, and moving his content strategy from Fortnite to Call of Duty. We did see him playing Apex Legends a lot as well, but I feel like more recently his grind has been focused on Call of Duty, and that seems to be what a lot of other creators are doing. We also need to talk about Zade and Rudy. These are definitely some of the best Fortnite players in the world, especially when the World Cup was going on. Zade and Saf competed in almost every single tournament they could. They were one of the best duos in the world as well, and the story of Zade and Saf seems to be pretty similar to a lot of other creators on this list. Fortnite just became too repetitive and boring for them, and since they had won a lot of money from tournaments, they didn't really need to grind as much as they used to, and that ultimately led to them quitting Fortnite forever. We haven't really heard too much from either of them over the last few years, and that also goes for Unknown Army. Unknown Army was a very successful controller player during Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, but he really started to drop off during Chapter 3 of Fortnite and hasn't looked back since. He started promoting a lot of NFT projects and crypto coins and seems to have made the switch to crypto and NFTs almost full time. We don't really see him streaming too much anymore. He doesn't post on Twitter or YouTube or anything like that, and he definitely keeps a low profile considering how popular he used to be in the Fortnite scene. This is definitely a route that a lot of creators have taken. Once Fortnite stopped being popular, they just sort of disappeared from the internet, but Jarvis took a little bit of a different route. Jarvis was one of the best controller players in the world, and he then decided to try out aimbot, and this got him banned forever. This ban is still in place today, so Jarvis hasn't returned to Fortnite for like 3 years now, which is just insane to think about. If you still want to keep up with Jarvis though, he does still post on YouTube quite a bit. You'll see him competing in a lot of YouTube boxing tournaments as well, and it seems like he's trying to make the switch to boxing full time, which is definitely a really interesting career choice. If you missed the Jarvis trolling back in the day, make sure to let me know in the comments down below, but let's move on to Septic. Now, Septic was one of Fortnite's biggest creators. He was competing for viewers back in the OG days of Fortnite with Ninja, Tfue, and a lot of other OG creators. Since then though, he has definitely been involved in some controversial moments like showboating at the World Cup, which definitely brought a lot of attention to him, but maybe not the kind of attention he actually wanted. His popularity has dropped off a lot. He has been losing subs on YouTube as he's stopped uploading, but you will see him making a comeback to YouTube once every month or so, but he's definitely trying to switch up his content to more IRL-based content, which isn't a bad idea, but it's going to take a lot of work. He has definitely taken a big interest in crypto and Web3 now, more than anything else, and that's probably one reason why he doesn't play Fortnite that much. The next Fortnite pro that we have to talk about is one of OC's biggest Fortnite creators, and this is Fresh. Fresh was one of the biggest grinders of Fortnite. He was streaming for like 8 to 10 hours every single day, posting on YouTube every single day, and competing in every single tournament he could. Obviously, with streaming and posting so much for a really long time, Fresh just got burnt out and the daily video grind became too much. Without any notice, Fresh took a break from streaming. He then basically had his Twitch platform entirely removed and took a break from streaming and YouTube completely. We didn't hear from Fresh for like an entire year until he made his comeback when Chapter 4 Season 2 started. Since then, he's only really posted a few videos and seems to take about a month in between each upload, but honestly, it's just good to see Fresh uploading on YouTube once again. I think fans are hopeful that Fresh will return to regular uploads, and the same can definitely be said for Zade as well. Zade is basically in the same position as Fearless. He was one of the biggest creators when the game first came out, posting some of the most viral Fortnite content we have ever seen, but he just sort of fell out of love for the game and fell out of love with making content. Zade seems to return once a year to upload brand new videos of Fortnite, but then takes another year off to focus on himself and obviously his other interests. We don't really hear too much from Zade, but I think everyone is hoping that a fresh Zade video is going to come out basically every single week. One creator that was really focused on the competitive scene though has to be Benjifishy. Now, even though Benjifishy hasn't disappeared from the internet, he has definitely disappeared from the Fortnite competitive scene. He uploaded a video a few months back talking about quitting Fortnite competitive and how the game was just a little bit boring and very repetitive, and he didn't really seem like much had changed for a really long time. Since then though, he's obviously made the decision to switch to Valorant permanently. He still streams quite a bit and uploads Valorant videos to his YouTube channel. Obviously, he doesn't have the same popularity that he did with Fortnite content, but it's good to see him uploading stuff that he's passionate about and creating the videos that he actually wants to create. One of his best friends, Mongrel, is in the exact same position. He has quit Fortnite pretty much completely. He barely plays the game anymore, and he doesn't really stream that often either. He hasn't posted on YouTube in a really long time, but Mongrel has definitely quit to pursue other games, has focused on his mental health, and basically grinding out the gym and crypto ever since. Mongrel rose to fame so quickly. He was one of the most famous Fortnite creators of all time, and I think everyone's wishing that Mongrel would come back to Fortnite because I think he's one of the most loved creators we've ever seen in the community. But finally guys, the last Fortnite pro that we need to talk about is Clix. Now, Clix definitely hasn't disappeared. He still plays Fortnite quite a bit and competitive as well, but honestly, I feel like it's only a matter of time before Clix starts to switch up his content and move into IRL content like we have seen a few other pros doing. He's definitely one of the most popular YouTubers and streamers that still plays Fortnite today. He regularly pulls in over 10,000 viewers every single time he streams, but after his most recent ban from the competitive game modes and not being able to compete in FNCS, I feel like this might have moved Clix's mindset away from Fortnite quicker than it would have been if he hadn't have been banned in the first place. This might be the final straw for him to explore IRL content even more and just continue the grind to move away from the Fortnite scene. But let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below, and also let me know who your favorite Fortnite pro is.